This is a high-level overview of the machine and control definition and the post file. I have the file machine and control definition.mcam open. You can also pick up with the file we left off with in the last lesson. I'm going to go to the machine tab, and you can see on the ribbon we have machine definition and control definition. I'm going to select the machine definition. You can see there's a file warning that comes up, and it says you have chosen to edit the disk copy of the machine definition. You can see there's a file path down below here. That's the same file path I showed you where these machine definitions are stored. In this case, it's the default folder. So I'll go ahead and green check here, and it opens up the LMD, or the lathe machine definition. We can see inside of here that there's a control definition associated with this, and there's also a post processor, and potentially more than one post processor. The LMD is designed specifically for the machine it's built for. Generally speaking, it's not meant to be edited by a user, and any changes that need to be made should come from the post developer. When we open the disk copy, any changes we make will be saved back to the LMD and will affect all future files that we create with this LMD. Conversely, we'll see that there's access to the machine definition in this part file, which we'll look at in just a minute. We can get to the control definition inside the LMD. I'm going to green check out, and MasterCAM asks us if we want to replace the local copy in the machine group with the disk copy that we currently have open and have made changes to. The local copy can be seen in the Toolpath Manager. When a machine is first selected, a machine group is created in the Toolpath Manager, and a local copy of the lathe machine definition and control definition are saved with the part file. And we can also open the control definition directly on the ribbon. This is also going to change the disk copy of the control definition. So the control definition, as we saw, is managed inside the machine definition. Like the name suggests, the job of this file is to expose settings that would be found in the CNC control or settings in MasterCAM that will affect your NC output. Changes made here will change the NC code that is output. Let's take a look at some examples. And there's a lot of settings inside of here, obviously. So if we look at one in particular under arc, you can see that under arc center type, we have some different values here. So if I select radius, it'll output the R value. If I output delta center or start to center, it will do IJK values. We can also take a look at the NC output one, and you can see the comments output to an NC file are here. These are the default values for the same settings that we'll find up inside of machine group. So there's a lot of different settings inside of here that you can take a look through, but just be aware that when you change them and save them on the disk copy, they will affect all future files. Now the post file is managed by the control definition. The post is designed specifically for the machine defined in the LMD. We saw that the post lives in the shared MasterCAM 2021 file folder structure. This is the file that customizes the generic NCI code that MasterCAM outputs to NC code that the machine will recognize and run. So again, all three of these are very machine specific. Now if I look inside of the properties and machine group here, and I'll open files, you can also see that we have the control defined here, and we have our post defined here. But I can also edit my machine definition. So this is opening up the machine definition, but this is what's called the local copy. As previously mentioned, when a part file is started and we select a machine, a copy of the machine definition and the control definition are included in the part file. So this is the place that if we want to make some changes, we can make some changes. Here's the control definition. So if we want to come in here and try some different things, if we want to see what this arc center type does, we can come in and try these different settings, post out some code, and take a look at them. Again, not too much needs to be changed in the LMD. Typically that'll be done by a post developer. But that is a high level look at machine definition, control definition, and the post file.